Hello friends, I welcome you in lecture number 13 on double integrals. Let's do one more problem on changing the order of integration and then evaluating the given double integral. So here we are asked to change the order of integration in given double integral, and after changing the order we have to evaluate given double integral. So first we understand what is the given information. So here we can see order of integration is with respect to y first and then with respect to x. So these are the limits of y and these are the limits of x. And to change the order of integration we have to consider horizontal line passing through origin. For this order we consider a vertical line to obtain the limits of integration, and if we consider horizontal line we will have this order of integration. So if we want to integrate with respect to y first, as we know we have to consider a vertical line passing through the region, and if we want to integrate with respect to x first we have to consider horizontal line passing through the region. So in given double integral, order of integration is first with respect to y. So to change the order of integration we will consider horizontal lines. So before that we have written all these things to save the time. In given double integral, y is from x square to y equal to 2 minus x and x is from 0 to x equal to 1. So in given integral, order of integration is first with respect to y and then with respect to x, and as we know this order is obtained by considering vertical line passing through the region. Now to change the order of integration we have to consider a horizontal line passing through the region. Before that we have to sketch the region of integration. So for that we have to sketch all these curves: y equal to x square, y is 2 minus x, x is 0 and x equal to 1. So first we have to find out intersecting points of all these curves. So to find out intersecting points of these two we put y equal to x square in this equation. So putting y equal to x square in y equal to 2x, we have x square equal to 2 minus x, which we can rewrite as x square plus x minus 2 equal to 0. And this is easy to factorize. We replace x by 2x minus x and then we take x common from these two terms, and from these two terms we consider minus 1 common, so that we have x plus 2 common factor, and this becomes x plus 2 times x minus 1 equal to 0, and from this we obtain x equal to minus 2 and x equal to 1. So corresponding values of y can be obtained by taking x equal to minus 2 and 1 in y equal to x square. So when x is minus 2, y equal to square of minus 2, which is 4. So first intersecting point is minus 2, 4, and when x is 1, y is 1 square, that is 1. So second intersecting point is 1, 1. So y equal to x square and y equal to 2 minus x intersects at these 2 points. Similarly, if we want to find out intersecting points of y equal to x square with x equal to 0 and x equal to 1, we put x equal to 0, so we have this intersecting point, and if we put x equal to 1, we have 1, 1 as intersecting point of y equal to x square and x equal to 1. Similarly, we can find out intersecting points of y equal to 2 minus x and x equal to 0. So when x is 0, we have y equal to 2, and when x is 1, we have y equal to 2 minus 1, that is 1, 1. So all these are intersecting points. So using these intersecting points we can now sketch the region of integration. So first we sketch the y-axis, and we have, suppose this is x-axis, so y-axis or x equal to 0, and this is x-axis or y equal to 0, and maximum distance on y-axis required is 2 and on x-axis it is 1. So we can approximately consider, suppose this distance is 1 and then this is 2. So this is our choice, how much scale we consider as 1. So because we have suppose this distance on x-axis is 1, so this point is 1 1 and other points we require are this is 0 2 is required, so this point is 0 2, this is going to be 1 1 and 0 0, that is origin. Other intersecting points are -2 4. So on y-axis we require maximum distance is required on y-axis is -2 4. So we have to consider x equal to -2, that is somewhere here, and 4. But our region is, if we observe that our region is in between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So that means between y-axis and this line, if we sketch this line passing through 1 1 and this point, then this vertical line is nothing but x equal to 1. We can rewrite this as, so this line is x equal to 1, this is y-axis, that is x equal to 0. So limits of x are from 0 to 1. So we are not considering this point here, value of x is -2, so it is to the left side of x equal to 0. So we will consider these intersecting points only, 0 to 1 1. Now first we sketch this two, x equal to 0 and x equal to 1 are already sketched. Now we sketch this line y equal to 2 minus x. So it is passing through 1 1, -2 4, and another point is 0 2. So this line is passing through 0 2 and 1 1. So we can see this point is 1 1, this point is 0 2. So after joining these 2 points we obtain that line. So this line is we can extend this. So this is the line y equal to 2 minus x. It is passing through 1 1 and 0 2, and it will pass through this point also, -2 4, but we are not interested at what happens at this point because it is outside this boundaries of x. X is from 0 to 1, and y equal to x square is passing through origin and 1 1. It is passing through -2 4 also, but we concentrate on 1 1. It will intersect y equal to 2 minus x at 1 1. So y equal to x square, that is we know that if we have y equal to x square, then it is the parabola which opens in upward direction. So we have to sketch appropriately. We are not interested what happens on the left side of y-axis, so we just concentrate on this part. So this is y equal to x square. We are not interested to the left side of this line x equal to 0. So our parabola which we are interested is in between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1. So now we see what is the region of integration. So our region of integration is bounded between x equal to 0 and x equal to 1, and y is from x square to y equal to 2 minus x. So first we have to concentrate between these two lines, x equal to 0 and x equal to 1, and y is starting from x square and upper limit is 2 minus x. So this is our region of integration, because lower limit of y is x square and upper limit is 2 minus x. So this is the region of integration. Now in the given integral, order of integration is with respect to y first and then with respect to x, but we want to change this order, so we require this order dx dy, that is we require integration with respect to x first. So for that we need to consider horizontal lines passing through the region. Now we can see our region looks like this. It is in this, if we observe here, so our region is like this. So if we consider horizontal line in this part of the region, it will live on the line, and if we consider horizontal line in this part of the region, and it will live on the parabola. So in this case we have to divide the region into two sub-regions from this point. If we draw this horizontal line, this point is 1 1, so this line is nothing but y equal to 1. So we have to divide the region of integration from this line. So and then we will consider this as r1, this as r2, and region of integration is nothing but union of these two sub-regions. So here, because we have to consider order of integration first with respect to x, we have to consider horizontal lines passing through the region. So for that we have to divide the region into two sub-regions from this point, and this is the line y equal to 1. So now we consider that we divide the region of integration into two sub-regions. So for that we consider some different color. Okay, so we consider, so this will make a difference between these two sub-regions. Okay, and we consider this region as r1 and this region as r2, and now we consider horizontal lines passing through both the regions. So we consider one horizontal line passing through this region, and we consider another horizontal line passing through this region. So we have to decide the limits of integration for both the regions. So for this horizontal line as well as for this horizontal line, line enters on the same curve. So these 2 points are on the x-axis. So we can say that for both the points, horizontal lines enters at x equal to 0. So we can write in common that both the lines enters on y-axis, that is lower limit for x for both the regions is x equal to 0, but upper limits are different. This point is on the line y equal to 2 minus x. So from this we obtain, if we take x on this side, x is 2 minus y. So here we have to write separately, this line leaves the region at x equal to 2 minus y. Now for this line leaves the region at this point, and this point is on the parabola y equal to x square. So from this we obtain x equal to plus or minus y, but here on this part x is positive. So here we will write that this line leaves at x equal to square root of y, because x is positive on right hand side of y axis. We are not considering x equal to negative of square root of y. Now for region R1, this origin is the lowermost point. So at this point value of y is 0, and all these points are uppermost points for the region R1, and all these points are on the line y equal to 1. So in region R1, y runs from 0 to 1 and x is from 0 to x equal to square root of y. Similarly for region R2, all these points are lowermost points. So for region R2, y is starting from y equal to 1. All these points are lowermost point of the region R2. At all these points value of y is 1, and this is the uppermost point of the region R2, and at this point value of y is 2. So in region R2, y is from 1 to 2 and x is from 0 to x equal to 2 minus y. So now we have understand what are the new limits of integration, and we have to write all these things. To change the order of integration, we consider horizontal lines passing through two subregions R1 and R2 as shown in figure, and now we write down the new limits of integration. So first we write down limits of integration in R1. So in R1, x is from 0 to x equal to square root of y. X is from 0 to x equal to square root of y, and y is from 0 to y equal to 1. And then we write down the limits of integration in R2. In R2 also x is 0, and upper limit for x in R2 means this point, at this point x is 2 minus y, and in R2 y is from 1 to 2. So x is from 0 to 2 minus y, and y is from 1 to y equal to 2. So now with this we can write down the integral equivalent to given double integral. So first we write down the given double integral. It was from x square to 2 minus x, and x is from 0 to 1, xy dy dx. And now we obtain that after changing the order of integration, this is equal to double integral over R1. Now order of integration is first with respect to x and then with respect to y, and double integral over R2. So now we write down the limits of integration. In R1, x is from 0 to square root of y, and y is from 0 to 1, plus here we write this in the bracket, and then we consider integral with respect to y. Same thing here, x is from 0 to 2 minus y, and here y is from 1 to 2. This is inner integral, this is outer integral, which is with respect to y. So let me check the limits. Here x is from 0 to 2 minus y, y is from 1 to 2. Okay, fine. So here we are integrating with respect to x, so we will treat y as constant. Same thing here, we consider y as constant. Now integral is easy. First we consider y constant, and integral of x is x square by 2, so it is y into x square by 2. X is from 0 to square root of y, and after putting limits we will integrate with respect to y from y equal to 0 to 1. Here also integral is same, function is same, y into x square by 2, but here limits of x are different. Here x is from 0 to 2 minus y, and after putting limits we will integrate with respect to y from 1 to 2. So now first we put x equal to square root of y, so that is x square is y, so this is going to be y square by 2 and the lower limit is 0, so we have only y square by 2, y is from 0 to 1. Here we have to first put x equal to 2 minus y, that is square of 2 minus y divided by 2, and then we integrate with respect to y from y equal to 1 to 2. Because x is 2 minus y, it is 2 minus y square into y divided by 2 minus x equal to 0. So for lower limit this function becomes 0. Okay, fine. So here we have put, okay, so let me check everything is correct or not. X square is y, so y square by 2, and now we have to integrate with respect to y. So we consider this as it is for the time being, and we simplify this. Here we can take 1 by 2 outside, and if we take square of this, we have 4 minus 4y plus y square dy. It is using the formula of a minus b square, a square minus 2ab plus b square. Here also we can take 1 by 2 outside, we keep this as it is, plus 1 by 2 integral from 1 to 2. So now we multiply with y, so 4y square plus y cube dy. Now we are able to integrate, so here integral of y square is y cube by 3, limits are from 0 to 1 plus 1 by 2. Here we will have 4 into y square by 2, that is 2 will cancel out. Here we have 4 into y cube divided by 3 and plus y raised to 4 divided by 4. Y is from 1 to 2. So now we put the limits. Here upper limit for y is 1, so it is 1 raised to 3, that is 1 divided by 3, 1 by 3, and lower limit is 0, so this is only 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2. Here upper limit for y is 2, so y square means 2 square, that is 4 into 2, 8, minus 4 into 2 raised to 3, that is 32. 4 into 2 raised to 3, which is 8, so 4 into 2, 32 divided by 3, plus 2 raised to 4, that is 16 divided by 4, which is 4, minus we put y equal to 1, so this is 2 minus 4 by 3 plus 1 by 4. This is going to be 1 by 6, we keep 1 by 2 outside, and this is now, if we consider, if we expand this second bracket, it is minus 2 plus 4 by 3 minus 1 by 4. So now this is 1 by 2, 4 minus 2, that is 2 plus 8, which is 10, minus 32 by 3 plus 4 by 3, that is minus 32 plus 4, which is 28 divided by 3, and minus 1 by 4 as it is. And we can multiply with 1 by 2 this bracket, so we have 5 minus 2 will cancel out, so 14 into 2, 28, and 2 into 4, which is 1 by 8. So now we take LCM of 3, 8, 6, which is 24. So here I have 6, so I have to multiply with 4. Here I have 1, so I have to multiply with 24. 24 into 5, that is 120. Here I have 3, so I should multiply 14 with 8. 14 into 8 is 1 1 2, and here I have 8, so I multiply with 3. So now we can see this is 124, and this is going to be 124 minus 115. So this is now 9. So we have 9 by 24, and we can cancel out 3, so we are left with 3 by 8. So value of given double integral is 3 by 8. So here we can see we have changed the order of integration, and after changing the order of integration we obtain that value of double integral is nothing but 3 by 8. But if we are not asked to change the order of integration, then it is better to consider this order, because here we don't have to divide the region into two sub-regions. But here we are asked to find out value of this double integral by changing the order. Therefore we have to consider this type of two sub-regions, and we have to consider horizontal lines passing through those two sub-regions. So I hope you like this lecture. Thank you very much.